What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to Not Your Average Meta, an MTG Commander channel dedicated to bringing you decks and commanders you wouldn't normally find in your average meta. This week's video is brought to you by our new channel sponsor, International MTG. If you're looking for competitive pricing on your favorite MTG cards, old and new, be sure to check out the International MTG store and TCG Player, link in the description of this video.
This week on Not Your Average Meta, we're bringing you another game we filmed a couple weeks ago down at the Hobby Horse. We would also like to shout out our second full-time channel sponsor for Season 3 of the Hobby Horse. If you're ever in the Central Illinois area, be sure to stop in and check out the store as well as saying hi to Martin. This week's matchup features CJ returning with his Wort the Raidmother Conspire deck, Foil back again playing his Carth the Lion Super Friends deck, Foggerl playing his Grismold the Dreadsower Voltron deck, and finally Justin playing his melee deck being led by Adriana, Captain of the Guard. Now that we have our fighters, let's step into the Thunderdome and see which deck will come out on top. Foil plays a tapped Deathcap Glade. Fog plays a Lawn or Waste. Justin plays an Inspiring Vantage, and CJ plays a Forest. Foil plays a Swamp and passes. Fog also plays a Forest. Justin plays a tapped Fury Calm Storm, and CJ plays a Mountain. Foil plays a Forest for turn. Fog plays a Swamp before casting his commander Grismold. He then gives everyone a plant token on his insta. Justin plays the plants and casts a Shared Animosity. CJ plays another Mountain. Foil plays a Forest and taps out to cast Garruk Unleashed. He then uptakes his Walker, targeting his plant token. Fog plays a Forest and casts Call the Scions, which creates him two 1/1 Eldrazi Scion tokens. He then sacks his plant token to cast Village Rites, which draws him 2 cards and puts a counter on his commander from his token dying. Fog then goes to combat, attacking CJ for 4 commander damage, before he then gives everyone another plant token on his insta. Justin plays the plants and casts Adeline or Splendid Cathart and passes. CJ plays a Mountain and then casts a Magus of the Wheel. Foil casts a Murderous Rider to destroy Fog's commander, dealing 2 damage to himself. He then uptakes Garruk again, targeting one of his plants. Fog plays a Forest and then casts a Morbid Opportunist before sacking a Scion token and drawing another card. He then casts a Scion Summoner. This then creates another Scion token before it passes. Justin plays a Command Tower for turn to cast an Acclaimed Pretender. This then has him looking at the top 5 cards of his library, putting a Night card from among them into his hand and the rest on the bottom of his library. He then goes to combat, swinging Adeline into Garruk, which has a 1/1 human coming in attacking CJ, Fog, and Garruk. Foil chump blocks before each player then blocks the token, while Garruk takes 1 damage. Fog then draws a card from all the creatures dying. CJ casts Seize the Spoils, which has him discarding a card, while he draws 2 cards and creates a treasure token. He then casts Rampant Growth, going to find a land while he passes his turn. Foil casts Sign in Blood, losing 2 life and drawing 2 cards. He then plays a Forest and down takes Garruk to create a 3/3 Beast token while Fog draws. Fog plays a Deathcap Glade for turn, then recasts his commander, before he then sacks 2 of his Scions to put 2 counters on Grismold. He then draws off his Opportunist before casting a pair of Swift Boots. Fog then equips a boost to his commander, and everyone gets another plant token on his insta. Justin plays a Mountain and then casts Korvath Bright Flame. He then goes to combat, swinging Adeline and Garruk again. Justin then gets a human token attacking each opponent, which has each opponent taking their damage, Garruk dying, and then Fog drawing a card and adding more counters to his commander after blocks. CJ casts his commander Wort, which then gives him 2 Goblin tokens which enters play. Foil draws, then casts Rampant Growth to go get a swamp from his library. He then casts Oath of Liliana, which has each player sacking a token and adds more counters to Fog's commander. Fog plays a Command Tower for turn, then enchants his commander with a Fallen Ideal. He then casts Deadly Dispute, sacking a token, putting a counter on his commander, before he then draws 3 cards and creates a treasure token. Fog then casts a Blister Pod before going to combat, swinging Grismold at CJ, and sacking his Blister Pod to give his commander flying. CJ then takes his 14 commander damage and Justin draws for turn before we all remember to create another plant token. Justin casts a Mirrodin Crusader and a Windsteed Rider before passing. On his end step, CJ casts Artifact Mutation to destroy Fog's Boots, which makes him 2 Saproling tokens. CJ plays a Carplusian Forest for turn that casts a Spore Swarm, tapping 2 tokens to conspire the spell. This then creates him 6 more Sapling tokens before paying to conspire Cathartic Union. He then discards 2 cards and draws 6 more cards. CJ then pays to Conspire and Explore, which has him drawing 2 more cards and playing 2 lands. He then pays to Conspire another time and casts a Thrill of Possibility, discarding a card before drawing 4 more. Foil draws and casts Their Name is Death, targeting Grismold. Fogg then responds by giving him indestructible until end of turn. The Sin wipes the board of all the remaining creatures, which then puts 17 more counters on Grismold from all the tokens dying, and Fogg draws a card. Fogg plays a Force and then casts Night's Whisper, drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life. He then casts a Cultist of the Absolute and a Kozilek's Predator, creating 2 Moral Draws and Spawn tokens. Fogg then gives Foil's Wish and grants him a Swift Death by commander damage, and then everyone gets a plant token on his end step. He also plays a Mound for a turn, then recasts his commander. CJ plays a Rockfall Veil for turn, then also recasts his commander, creating 2 Goblin tokens when she ETBs. He then pays to Conspire a Harrow, sacking a land before going to get 4 lands from his library. Fogg sacks a token on his upkeep and draws for turn. He then plays a Force and casts a Brood Monitor, creating 3 Eldrazi Scions. Fogg then sacks his Scions, adding more counters to his commander, and casts a From Beyond before going to combat and taking Justin out of the game. He then sacks some more Scions in order to cast a Talisman of Resilience and a Spawning Pit. On his end step, CJ conspires an unexpected windfall and discards a card in order to draw 4 cards and create 4 treasure tokens.
CJ draws for turn, then pays to Conspire, Dire Strain Rampage, giving him 2 copies.
He then destroys 2 of Fogg's enchantments, which has the Fallen Ideal returning to Fogg's hand. He then realizes he doesn't have enough blocks to stop Grismold from killing with commander damage, so he scoops the game up to Fogg.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more games and decks you wouldn't normally see in your average meta.